Hello class, this is Miss Cirillo and I am going to guide you through information literacy. This assignment is designed for my 10th and 12th grade high school students. So what is information literacy? It's the ability to find and use information accurately. So for this task, we are looking at online resources. Other terms to describe information literacy, you may see digital literacy or media literacy. So the guiding question is, how can we make sure the online sources we are using are credible and high quality? I'm going to guide you through some steps. So before we go through that, why even learn about information literacy? Well, this will teach you how to find the most credible sources, as well as be able to recognize misleading sources that are out there. It'll help you think critically about components of a source, including advertising. And it will teach you how to search the most effectively online to get your information. So, some tips and skills. As you've been told throughout most of your schooling career, .org and .edu are the most credible. In general, you should trust major news networks such as CNN, New York Times, NPR. However, you do want to stay away from news sources with bias, such as Fox News and Breitbart, which lean to the right, and MSNBC, which leans politically to the left. There are a bunch other political news sources that have bias, so try and stick to Wall Street Journal or CNN. So when you're doing a search in Google, you'll notice advertisements may usually be the first results to appear, and these are not always the most trustworthy. So once you do select your source, just do a quick cross-check on the author, Google the author, see what other works they have written, as well as see what other articles the source has published. So with the recent election in November, there have been a lot of fake news sites on the rise, so just be aware these fake news sources are meant to look like real news websites, and they are designed to trick you. So understanding advertisements. There are various types of advertisements that will pop up on your source. So the shoes you were looking at on Steve Madden 2 weeks ago, they might be popping up now when you're looking for your Martin Luther King Jr. report, so just be aware of that. So literacy is important when it comes to the information we're reading, but also online images. So was this a real photo of Putin in the background of Reagan's trip to Russia? So there are different sources. They have conflicting accounts, so we do not know if this was photoshopped. So beware of digital photo manipulation and retouching. So I'm going to walk you through a scenario now. So we are going to Google Martin Luther King Jr. So the first site, one of the first sites that pops up, nobelprize.org. And when we go down, we can see all of the information that they used. They've compiled into a bibliography. So this would be an example of a trustworthy site. So let's go martinlutherking.org. Ends in a .org, should be trustworthy, right? Well, looking at the layout, this doesn't look very credible, right? So we go to the bottom, hosted by Stormfront. Well, I'm not sure what Stormfront is, are you? So we will go in a search, click Stormfront, and we realize it is a white supremacist group. So this is not a credible source. We have quickly found out by doing a cross-check of the author. So I hope this helps you in your quest and guide for information literacy.